Developers are hoping to make the traffic circle more like this modern roundabout on 9 Mile and 25th Street. Here, the speed is slower and the pedestrian crosswalks are marked. North says that those features are what make the roundabout safer. Studies show that the average teenager listens to 40 hours of music on a given week. Chisholm says that they just need an outlet to follow. I'm Janice Milan. Find out how one area mother was inspired to help hospitalized children, coming up next. Every Richmonder has probably driven by the Robert E. Lee traffic circle and knows how difficult it can be to navigate. Sharon North is the Public Information Manager for Richmond Public Works. She says one reason behind the construction is to reduce the amount of accidents.
A roundabout is a low-speed affair, so we don't want people being able to go more than 15, 20 miles per hour.
According to Richmond Public Works, there were more than 100 accidents at this roundabout in a 9-year period. Developers are hoping to make the traffic circle more like this modern roundabout on 9 Mile and 25th Street. Here, the speed is slower and the pedestrian crosswalks are marked. North says that those features are what make the roundabout safer. Back on Monument Avenue, Bobby Holm Lippert is a pastor at Grace Covenant Presbyterian Church. He says a good portion of his congregation lives in the Fan and walks to church.
You sort of have to be able to run at times to be sure you're going to get across to the median, then to the other side. And we do have people that, live just across the way, so that can be tricky.
Developers say the installation of pavement markings and pedestrian crosswalks will make it easier to cross the roundabout. But with construction in progress until next year, locals will have to play it safe for now. For VCU Insight, I'm Janice Milan. Good evening, Denasia. One local group says they're fed up with teen violence and want to make changes in the community, all through the messages of 80s hip-hop. On a recent Saturday, about 30 teens looked excited to be at a library, the Richmond Public Library, as part of the Free Teen Summit 2015. Event organizers brought up topics such as conflict resolution, anti-bullying, and anger management.
So hip is knowledge and movement together.
Vance Chisholm, also known as Minister V, is a local hip-hop artist using music to encourage change. He's organized 5 events similar to this one so far.
We're trying to just show them that, hey, there's another kind of music that you can listen to and vibe with it and still have fun with it. It's hip music. Studies show that the average teenager listens to 40 hours of music on a given week. Chisholm says that they just need an outlet to follow. Community leaders gave advice through workshops, skits, and plays as ways to keep kids off the streets. One speaker from Richmond Police, Officer Trishonda Gill, says she works with kids every day and thinks involvement is key.
The main message is to keep kids engaged. Parents need to stay involved. It takes a community to raise these children.
Children, that Chisholm says, need guidance and direction in their life. The Teen Summit received a grant from Walmart, which provided free lunch for the kids. Chisholm hopes to do the same for the next Teen Summit event, which is expected in the spring. Back to you, Denasia.
A group of local volunteers are collecting toys for children in hospitals this Christmas, but it's not your usual toy drive. Insight's Janice Milan is in the studio to tell us more. Good evening, Janice.
Good evening, Will. And no, it's not. It's called Mason's Toy Box, and it's in memory of Mason Thomas, who died of a rare cancer. This is his mother's way of coping with his death. 11-year-old Mason Thomas loved to make people laugh with his sarcasm and hilarity. That's before he lost his battle to a rare childhood cancer called neuroblastoma. Now, his mother, Kelly Cassay, organizes a toy drive in his memory.
Oh, he would love it. He would love seeing his face everywhere.
It started the same year that Mason passed away in 2011. Cassay says she hopes to brighten kids' faces like how Mason's did when he had visitors for the holidays.
His struggles, made a difference. so he didn't just suffer in pain and fight cancer and premature death. It's made a difference.
She started Mason's Toy Box with the help of her longtime friend, Charity Woods. Cassie was unsure about the toy drive at first, but Woods helped nudge her to the idea.
Rather than focusing on the fact that you're spending your holidays without Mason, we're able to focus on giving back to the community.
Mason's Toy Box Drive collects unwrapped gifts like these through several fundraising events in our area. Woods and Cassie are part of a 4-member board that takes toys to Richmond and Charlottesville hospitals. They say hundreds of toys are collected at their events each year, like the one at this Pat Russell Band fundraiser. But Cassie says they won't stop with just a toy drive. She hopes to grow her fundraiser throughout hospitals all over.
I'm sure he's looking down now, smiling.
This year marks the 5th annual toy drive for Mason's Toy Box. They are taking donations until December 18th for VCU Medical Center and the Children's Hospital of Richmond, among others. You can find a drop box near you at masonstoybox.org. Back to you, Will. Over the Edge takes place Saturday, October 17th at the SunTrust Building downtown. A major advancement for emergency responders is taking over in our area. Dinwiddie County is the first local county to give residents the option to send a text message to 911 instead of calling to report emergencies. Insight's Jade Wong has more.
That's it for this edition of VCU Insight.
Make sure to check us out online at insight.vcu.edu.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook under the VCU Insight tag. Contact us with any stories you'd like to see on our show.
And if you missed it, or you'd like to watch past shows, we're on YouTube under VCU Insight. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Janice Milan.